We're inside Michael Waltrip Racing with Jay Fabian, shop foreman here, and the guys are having fun cutting up a little bit. You guys have been joking around, but even though the road guys already headed to Pocono, you guys are still doing some work here.
Yeah, we stay pretty busy. As soon as they leave, you know, as a shop-based crew, we're, for the most part, done with that event, and we're moving on to the next one.
And that's what's so interesting. These shop guys, it's so important for them to plan in advance to stay ahead. But you guys also have your eye on the race at hand as well on Fridays during practice and qualifying. God forbid you wreck the first car and then the backup car, and we've seen drivers do it. They wreck both, and then what happens?
Yeah, that's usually when there's a small amount of organized chaos. We have cars set aside each of the weeks that will be a third backup car, if you will. They're not in the next week's race pool or the following week usually, but it's a shell of a car that's about maybe 80% complete. If it's a pre-qualifying crash, we can get a car assembled and complete pretty quick to send overnight so it can be at the track for the next morning.
All right, guys, it's time to get your hands nice and dirty. We're in the fab shop, or the fabrication shop, where cars get built from the ground up. Jay, walk me through all the sparks that are going on in here.
Well, there's a lot going on down here for sure. This place stays pretty busy. Upstairs in the assembly shop, we're working days and weeks in advance. The fab shop generally works months in advance. This place is where the schedule starts, so you have to stay on time at this area or you'll be behind the whole rest of the way, and you can't afford to do that. NASCAR never changes their schedule for us. When the truck has to load, it's got to load.
All right, guys, we're keeping this stuff on the tour brief because I'm getting lightheaded from all the fumes here. We're in the paint shop. Show me what goes on.
Well, this is where everything starts in the body end of it. You know, the fab shop hangs the body and gets the sheet metal on, gets the nose on. Now when it comes up here, it gets prepared for the next step, which is paint and body.
All right, guys, this is some pretty cool behind-the-scenes stuff I bet you've never seen before. Jay, explain to me what's going on and how precise this has to be.
This is a pretty exacting science, and you're 100% correct. The way the template fits, the way the car goes through inspection to start the weekend is what sets the tone for the weekend. When you get to the racetrack, you want everything to go through 100% perfect. You want to spend your time working on the race car to get it to go faster. You don't want to spend any time trying to get the car to go through inspection. So this is a template grid just like NASCAR uses. We do this about 4 times throughout the process as the car is built, and the final time is here. Here again, this is our next week's primary car, and we're trying to get it complete for the guys before they come back.
Surprise! It is David Rudiman who scores the win.
Something I read after David's win at Chicagoland I thought was interesting. He said, you know, the win means so much for an entire organization, but it means so much for the shop guys because they're not out there on the road. They don't get to experience that victory, that sense of victory right there when it happens. But these are the guys back here every day, day in and day out, that help make it happen.
Yeah, that's correct. There's a lot of work that goes on, a lot of stuff behind the scenes. You know, there's people that haven't been to the racetrack that have just been strictly shop-based throughout their career, and they don't get the experience and joy of even just running good competitive throughout the races, you know. So to be able to bring the trophy back and to get everybody together and have everyone be a part of it, you know, it's a great experience.
Thanks, Danielle. NASCAR is anything but predictable, but some wins surprise us more than others.